First of all, I want to give special thanks to all the mothers around the world, all the grandmas, all the beautiful daughters, all the sisters. We had a very, very beautiful day, and that's why today I am standing next to this beautiful flower, this thing that I've made here. I just want to say thank you so much, guys. What you're doing for us as our parents, as our mothers, is I don't know how to even say it. You are the most wonderful people. You're the most beautiful people. You're the most strongest. You're the wisest. When I want something and I can't tell you what I want, and you're able to find out about this and tell me that my son, and tell the doctor that my son could be suffering from this. You're the most amazing people. From ever since we were infants and to even now that we're older and grown-ups people, and to those people that raise a hand to slap a woman, to beat a lady, kindly don't do that, because these are the most wonderful people, the most loving, the most caring. And even if your mother doesn't get into good terms with you, doesn't agree with your things, it's because she means well for you, and there's no one in the world who's better than this person called your mama. So all our mothers, sisters, grandmas, aunties, wherever you are, I just want to let you know that you have our love. At Bernardo Nyango Vlog, we appreciate you, we love you so much, and we could have never been here if not you, our mothers, sisters, aunties, and moms. Okay, so the main reason I'm here today, first, is to thank you as our fan. You've been so wonderful, motivating us to do even a lot of work, to work hard, wake up early, do all this stuff. We're so thankful and grateful for everything that you've done, for your motivation, everything that you've done. We're so really thankful. So, why I'm here today is to talk about why businesses made it even through the pandemic. What made these businesses stick through the pandemic? What made these businesses go and survive through the pandemic? And were able to do their business through the pandemic and to survive even through the pandemic. Okay, so one thing about business I've realized is business is like a baby. When you raise a baby doesn't have to do anything for itself. But so business is an independent baby. Business is basically like a baby, because business has to grow fast before it can depend on itself, before it can pay its workers, it can pay its friends, it can even generate profits and buy for employees, vehicles, phones, and all necessities that are required to keep the company going. So first thing, you have to be first pumping in money into this company. You have to invest in this company that is raising a baby, and then when the baby grows up, the baby now has to take care also of the parent, which I'm not saying it's a must, but also is the only way to go. If I have a son and I'm grown old, the only thing that my son can do is to take care of me. Take care of the family and handle the business that I'm not able to handle anymore. Okay, so I just want to start by just a simple point. Let's say I give two people, let's say $1 million each, $1 million each, and the other person is a spree spender. So they have money. They're saying, I don't want to keep the money. I want to put the money into asset. And the other person thinks that this money is important. I don't want to waste it. Even though I need to multiply this money, I also need to have some remaining as a backup. Okay, someone say that making a plan B is the same as destroying plan A, which is also not bad. But I think the best thing to do whenever we're doing business is not to be spending spree. If you're going to buy stock and the things that you need, it is very, very important that you see to it that you buy only the most important thing and don't just go on spending spree. Because if you do so, you might have a lot of stock that you need. Clients come and they get what they want, but I can tell you for sure that you won't be able to sell all this stock within the shortest period possible, so that you're able to pay your rent, your electricity, and everything, and even the employees with this same money. So I think it's good to spare some part of the money. So if two people spend 1 million and the other person spent 500k of the 1 million and left with 500k, he's able to run the business smoothly for some time, as he looks for clients, he or she is increasing the clientele base, and also absorbing in profit, and also uh, on the other side also trying to pump in some money into the business slowly, but not just don't just go once and put all your money into the business and say, okay, now I have all the stocks, clients are coming, all that stuff. No, just go for the first things, the first basic important things, and put them there. And so as the clients come, they come to you, they want this kind of product, and maybe you don't have it. Tell them by next week you'll have it, by tomorrow you'll have it. Then you organize and you bring what people want. But if you go and buy everything, you don't know what others might come for. So when they come for something else and you've spent all the money and bought the things that you have, I think you'll be in trouble. You will even find that you're even borrowing money now, and you've already been given a capital which you're supposed to run your business. So I think business have been able to make it during the pandemic, because most business, every business that is being done makes a profit, and no wonder. However, how thin the profit, how small the profit is, every business is making a profit. Otherwise, that business is closing down, because you can't tell me that you will buy a bread for $20 and then sell it for $20. That won't make sense. But if you buy a bread for $20 and you sell it for $22 or $25, that makes a lot of sense. That means you have a profit. But then there's something also called strategy. If you don't strategize or allocate your money, your funds from the business properly, your business is only going to fail. But if you strategize how you use your money, if you say, I'm going to allocate this money, the profit is going to go on this side, the money that is from the business is going to be put back into the business, then the business is going to make it. And so also there's also other thing that makes businesses fall: debt. If you keep giving people out debts, these debts accumulate and you have a lot of money outside, and then you don't know when you're going to receive this money. So it's like putting your money in some kind of new businesses that you don't know how long they're going to take. It's like saying, I'm going to buy a house, but you know what, a house is a good asset, but then even the house itself depletes, because there will come a time that if you don't renovate your house, then some people won't even like to rent it. Even you personally won't love to live in this house because its value depreciates. But even land sometimes also depreciates, because maybe you buy land at a place where there's a market, with this hospital, but then this hospital moves, then there's no market. The value of the land will depreciate, because people always love to move where there are these amenities, social amenities like hospital, schools, where they're close to these places. But then if they're not close to these places, they don't prefer buying lands at these places. So you see, the value of the land will depreciate. For you to be able to sell such piece of land, you have to give a fair price, which means the value of the land will depreciate. So I think it's very, very wise to always look into things. Two very, very important things is, first, you must make sure that you strategize how you do your business. Secondly, you must also see to it that you are allocating your funds properly, and then you also must watch out on the leaks. The leaks are what? Like, let's say, okay, you want to go buy something, but instead of just putting up a list of all the things that you need, then you go to the market once and buy the stock all together. You see you don't have this, you go to you go and come back. And then tomorrow you don't have this, you go buy and come back. And then as you go these places, you use fuel, you use transport. This is one of the leaks. Okay, this is one of the leaks, because then you travel here and there, you spend money. The money you spend is from the business, and then before you realize, when you put all these things together, you realize that you've used a lot of money than you're making. In the process, your business is going down, with or without pandemic. But you see, if you know how to strategize your plans of your business, if you know what you want in your business, and then you say, the profit is going to be allocated to this, and the money that is from the business, the difference from the profit is going to get more product. Okay, or if you get profit from this and profit from that, you get another product of this. That is recycling, which is very good. I know at times it's not easy, because you're doing your business, then in the evening you have to go home carrying something to eat. You have to make sure people eat in the morning from your home. That is also not bad. But then why don't we just make sure that the money we're using is only from the profit, so the business keep running, the profit keep coming, even though we're using it, but then it's selling the business. If you want to make a big mistake when doing a business, is when you take money, the profit, and the money also that you're supposed to go take another product with. Your business will never grow. It will always stay where it is. Then in the process, when you cannot go get more product, then you're not even able to pay your rent, you're not able to pay your electricity, you're not able to pay your employees. So this means that when you're not able to do all these things, you're not even able to feed yourself from this business. So that means that you're only doing business to please people. Okay, we do business to serve people. As we serve people, we wish to please them. We wish to be known as good people of goodwill. We wish to be known as people who bring service close to people, people who make others' life easier. But then, if we are making others' life easier and our life is becoming tough and even harder and bearable, what sense will it make? I mean, it makes sense to me to make someone's life easier, to serve, to be able to give someone what they would have run, go all over places trying to look for, bring that service close to them, give them what they want, give them that full satisfaction, and then so you make this, I mean, you give them all they want. I mean, put a smile on their faces while you are crying. I think it makes sense. But if you're able to do things with strategy, if you're able to allocate your funds properly, you are going to do good business, and your business is going to survive, whether it is in the pandemic or it is not in the pandemic. Otherwise, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you for making time to be with me to talk about business surviving in the pandemic and business surviving, not surviving without pandemic. People now, every time something happens, people like leaning on stuff. Something happens somewhere, people lean to it. People take their failures and they lean into something else, which I think is very wrong. If you fail, I think you should take responsibility. Don't say it's because of the pandemic. Say it's because I didn't strategize my business plan. I didn't allocate my funds properly. I didn't do the business properly. We were not clear on our business dreams and goals. But if you're clear on your business dreams and goals, I'm sure you're still able to run the business, unless the pandemic affects even your services. But if it doesn't affect your services, you're still able to run your business. Otherwise, we business people are going to always be rotting in loans and debts. But if we are able to strategize our business plan and look forward for the future of the business, make goals for our business, and actually allocate funds properly and be accountable for all these funds, the money that comes in, the money that goes out, the money that's being spent, how is it being spent, how does it benefit the business? You see what I'm saying? But if you're able to do all this, we business people will survive the curse of debts. Okay, I'm not saying debt is a curse, but there's a debt that is even a curse, because if you have a debt that you can't pay, what use is it for you? If you're taking a debt and you can pay it, I think it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know to you, but I think it makes sense if you can take a debt and you pay it back, because you have to pay back debt with profit. Most banks, they give 13%, I don't know, 6%, whatever. But then, if you take a debt and you can't pay it back, then what is it for? Because then now, you're trying to, you've lost your energy, you've lost anything that you can fight with, but then you're still pushing, you're still trying to fight, which you're not able. And then, in the process, you're even taking more harm to yourself. So I think, if you want to do business, loan or grants, whatever you call it, yeah, it's a good thing. In fact, it's a good idea. But if you have a good strategy, if you have a good business plan for your business, if you can be accountable for all the funds that comes in and goes out, that is being spent around the business, if you can allocate your funds in the business properly, with a clear mind, with a settled mind, I think you can do a very good and successful business, with or without the pandemic. And your business is meant to make you survive, it's meant to feed you, it's meant to put more money into your pocket. That is what I think your business is meant to do. Your business is not meant to stress you before the end of the month, because you're wondering how to get money to pay your employee, you're wondering how to get money to pay your rent, electricity and all that. But if your business makes you smart at the end of the month, I think it's the most beautiful thing. But if you're only able to allocate the funds properly, strategize the plans of the business, and see forward and keep working on the goals of the business, I believe we business people, the young entrepreneurs, even the big companies that comes crashing down, they can all stand up. We can all fight to save the country, to save the economy, and help people, and give people a reason to smile, and also us remain, after giving them the services that they require, we also remain happy because we are able to pay our bills, we are able to make the business survive on the business. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you guys so much. God bless you, and kindly think of what we've said. And if you have anything to add, I will be happy to share. Write down on the comment anything that you think can help people do their businesses properly. Thank you so much.